If you're looking for some amazing deals on cameras and tech to create content, to grow your YouTube channel, like lighting and microphones and accessories, then stay tuned because I've got over 13 deals for Cyber Monday and Cyber Week that you're going to want to check out, including how you can get a Canon M50 with the kit lens for well under $500 and a lot of other great deals. But if we're just meeting, my name's Sean Cannell. This channel is called Think Media, and it's the best tips and tools for how to build your influence with online video. We talk about the tech and the tools that we use to create content, as well as tips. How do you get your white balance set? How do you use your camera? What are the best settings? And how do you grow your YouTube channel? So let's dive straight into these deals. First of all, I'm recording this on Cyber Monday, and one of my favorite places to shop is Cyber Monday on Amazon. And let's just talk about how you can actually organize these deals so you can see them the best way. Over on the left side, and I recommend using a desktop computer, you want to click Camera and Photo. You may also want to check the box for computers and accessories. This way it'll narrow down the deals so you can see the deals you want to focus on. Secondly, a big tip is that throughout the holidays, and not just Cyber Monday, they have additional savings on Amazon warehouse deals. Now, I know there's different opinions about this. Maybe you don't want to give somebody a used or a refurbished product as a gift, but I know a lot of people that watch this channel, you're taking this time of year to invest in 2020, to invest in growing your YouTube channel faster, getting the gear so you can create the content that you want. And so I love to shop over on the warehouse deals, and it's like an additional 20% off of used products. In fact, I just bought two 4K monitors, and this is what I did. So I got two. They were about $250 each on sale, but I bought the open box like new monitors for around $200 each. I checked out for $411 with tax. And so check out the warehouse deals. And by the way, I will link to the link straight to that 20% off page and everything else I'm talking about in this video in the description. Those are my affiliate links. That means if you click a link, I get a small percentage, and that's how that works. And so let's dive straight into these deals. First of all, I talked about this a few days ago, but there is the also Canon refurbished sale happening over on Canon's website, and I found the M50 for $479 with the kit lens. This comes with a 1-year warranty, and this is good as new. I mean, it's, people use it for like a day and return it. So these things really come in flawless condition, and it's $480 on sale right now. So that's definitely a big one to check out. On this site also, you can see there's ways to narrow down the cameras. So maybe you want to look at the Canon SL3, for example, or you want to look at the T7i. You could see some sales there. The body on the SL2, $358.99. But unfortunately, you can see it's out of stock. And that's what happens with these refurbished deals, is that sometimes they go really fast. On the other hand, you can grab the kit lens. It's in stock, and I would actually recommend this. This would be a great way to start. You're at $400. You've got the mic input. You've got the flip screen. You've got the clean HDMI out. And so you've got, no need to adapt the lenses. $400. So check that one out as well. And just want to shout out the community here. Joseph, good to see you. Justin, Tomacan. If you got any questions, drop them in the chat. If you're here on the replay, let me know in the comment section below. What are you planning on upgrading next for your tech? Are you planning on investing in a camera, any kind of lighting, computer, laptop? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you're getting value so far, smash the like button, and we're going to get straight into my list of specific deals that I found. So first of all, over on Amazon, the Panasonic Lumix G85, 30% off. Really pumped about this deal. This camera, we haven't talked about it a lot. It's pretty incredible for the value. Many people agree that it's the best amount of features you can get for the price in a camera. You do have IBIS. They have incredible lens IBIS, meaning in-body image stabilization. You have, for a 4K camera, 30p with really, kind of a full sensor, not a crazy crop type of a situation. You've got that. You've got the mic port. You have splash proof and dust proof. So a little bit of a great body there. it is a micro four thirds camera, meaning that the sensor is a little bit smaller than like an APS-C camera like the M50. And then you can record in all kinds of different formats, and I believe it's just an incredible camera. The reason I don't mention it a lot is because the autofocus is just not the best. It's contrast based. But what people have figured out is that if you have a workaround, in fact, I'm shooting on a Panasonic right now with the autofocus turned off and it stays crispy, right? And so I definitely lean towards Sony cameras with their phase detection, autofocus, and dual pixel Canons, but there is no question this is one of the great cameras out if you want some more advanced features. And if you haven't seen our video about the most important kind of 12 things to know about cameras, definitely watch that first. I'll link it up on the YouTube card. It talks all about like, okay, what about autofocus? What about image stabilization? What about the resolutions I want to record in? What about the body build quality? And so that way you can actually pick out the right camera for you, because it's really not right or wrong. I mean, are you going to take it in the woods and shoot in the rain, or are you going to just keep it inside and barely move it? Are you going to really have a computer that can edit 4K, or do you just need 1080? So depending on your needs, definitely check out that video. And then we'll keep going on some of these deals. So next up is a couple good deals on Canon lenses. I think this lens, 34% off. The Canon EFS 24mm. This will go right on your T7i, right on your 90D, 80D. This will go right on to your M50 with the converter, and maybe a way to save over the 22mm lens. It's going to just have a great look to it. I think at $100, you know, quite the steal, and it's a really great lens. And pancake, so it's just absolutely tiny. It just hooks on your camera, so it makes your camera very small. Next is the K&F Concept Tripod. Now, we've talked about this tripod a lot, actually, on this channel. And so I did a video about it, and I like this tripod because even at the full percent, this is a lightning deal right now, actually. And so I've linked it in the description if you want to check it out. There's a few more hours on it. And it's 24% off. This rarely goes on sale. Just all the different features. You can put it in inverted mode. You can do a lot of cool things with this tripod. So you can see over here the inverted mode. It has the leg locking system that I prefer. I hate the twist locks on tripods. I like the actual little foot locks, as you can sort of see in the down by my mouse there. And it's a killer one to check out. And even at full price, that's the thing. It's such a competitive. What I've been noticing is that tech really is dropping in price, and I think because of the competitiveness of what they're doing with just kind of production in China and these companies that want to dominate Amazon. So I'm seeing tripods that are like $80 that used to be like 160 or 240 because, you know, they're aluminum, they're well built, they're really nice. And then I'm seeing other brands. We've got a new one to reveal from Gikodo or Gikodo, and that's also, you know, trying to undercut K&F and still like great products. So we'll keep you in the know, but that's definitely a solid one to check out there. Next up is some of these Manfrotto, Joby, and Lowell Pro accessories. If you want a little bit of a higher end situation on like mounting your phone, this is definitely, you've got those quarter threads on there. You've got Manfrotto build quality. We recommend, you know, if you're creating with your smartphone, you want to get some kind of a cell phone mount regardless. But Manfrotto, of course, is at that higher end kind of price point. And so if you want kind of this tabletop, is a very popular kind of tabletop mini tripod. So if you wanted to kind of build out $20, you know, 20% off there, 30% off on the universal clamp, you know, you're like $33, and you could have like a nice tabletop situation or selfie situation for creating with your smartphone. Next up is our Neewer 2-pack of dimmable bicolor lights. Definitely a really cool light kit. I actually, we're going to be doing a video on these soon. Sorry for the buffering too, if that's happening with the amount of data we have coming out. But we've got this guy right here, and it's a super cool bicolor, meaning you've kind of got that amber, warmer temperature as well as that daylight temperature. And we've covered some like Studio Pro lights in the past, around $300 for a 2-pack kit. We've covered, a lot of different lights. I think that the Neewer lights are pretty incredible for the price. And they're even more on sale. So kind of like normally like $130, but on sale for $110. And then what you'll notice is the difference here. I recommend another one. This is 480 LED lights. Okay. And so there's another one that's more expensive, but it's about 200 more bulbs, and it's going to be larger panels. And so that will get you just more brightness overall. So you have kind of options there. So, definitely when you look at the reviews and how well reviewed these are, it's just super competitive. They come with a couple bags. So check those out. RAVPower 2-pack battery kit. I think definitely a cool, if you use these, I use these for my Neewer lights. You can connect them. They're actually like the Sony kind of classic F550 batteries. They're used for a lot of different things. LED lights, they sometimes power monitors. They power bigger lights if you put 2 in there or whatever. And so these are on a Cyber Monday deal. If you know what these are and you recognize these, always nice. They also, they wear out over time. So I always get kind of newer ones. And then what I do is I put it like a label maker label on it of what year it was. I'll call it like, January 2020. And then I kind of have an idea of how old the light was. Again, if you're getting value, smash the like button. We're experiencing some live stream issues, probably just my internet connection or people trying to, who knows. But smash like if you can hear me loud and clear. And if you're getting value out of this video, a couple more deals. And as usual, I'll summarize them in the description below. Some of these are pretty time sensitive. Some of these will be going all Cyber Week. So definitely check those out. Are there any good lights under 100? Absolutely. I've got a good light coming up under 100 that I'll share with you in just a second. And so another one to check out here on sale, 15% off, and already very discounted, is this GVM brand. These are RGB lights. So besides bicolor, these lights are kind of cool because you can do any kind of color you want. So when you think about gaming setups and splashing blue on the wall behind you or like red on the wall behind you, and kind of giving your shots a vibe, or if you're shooting product shots like we do, we're using a lot of RGB lights lately. So I mentioned those Neewer lights around 120. These are 220, but they're RGB, right? And so, and there's 18 of them. 800 of them, I should say, as far as the amount of bulbs in there versus, 480 bulbs. So definitely like a bigger, more robust type of a situation. You can record, you can control the color with the app, and so really cool, and well rated. These are just some of those brands that are being very competitive. B&H Photo sells these lights as well, so those are definitely worth checking out. Canon SL3 over on Amazon, $600. Not a huge sale, but like 20% off. Same price as the M50 with the kit lens as well, on just sale across the board, around $600. And so I like it. The white is kind of compelling if that's interesting to you. This is the SL3, by the way, which is basically an M50 in a DSLR body. Definitely a compelling value proposition, clean HDMI output. People like it for the streaming and different things. You get the dual pixel autofocus. A little bit different autofocus situation because of mirrorless versus, on the M50 versus the SL2, but definitely worth checking out. And you got black as well. And so if you're looking at that, and you can always check it out over on the Amazon or rather Canon's website directly, you're probably in the same situation. What the website here will do is, I want SL3, is they'll often like throw in an extra SD card or some kind of other incentive that, you've got $500 for the SL3 body, great deal. Grab the lens for $600. See, there's a free gift. So you get a little gadget bag, and you get an SD card, and then you save some money with the kit lens. And so I don't know what that gadget bag looks like. But again, if you're going to be spending the money regardless, then why not get the SD card as well, the gadget bag, fully from Canon. So that's the Canon website on that one. Next up is the bigger Neewer 660 bulbs, 132 bucks. See, this is crazy. Like bicolor, like well built, like well reviewed, you know, LED lights for YouTube. When it's bicolor, again, that means you could match the lamps in your house, or you could use them near windows, and it'll match the various color temperatures. And you could just pump out and create a lot of cool content for $132, you know. And there's some soft boxes. The one I want to recommend if you're looking for very budget lighting, and this is going on sales throughout the holidays. We just picked up one to review. 40 bucks, less than 40, you know, $37.99 for a softbox kit from Mount Dog. Now, this is not gonna like be the build quality of all time. I wouldn't want to travel with this really at all. I'd want to leave it at home, leave it set up. It's not built in the same way as some of these higher end light kits. They're glass bulbs, so you know you don't want to run around with those all the time. But you know, definitely something. The fact you could get a nice softbox light kit and make those lifestyle beauty videos, or those food videos, or just talking head or business content, it's pretty compelling. And I saw this drop to like 24 bucks. I paid 40 for it. You know, I paid the full price here. And so, and I still, it's a pretty good steal. You can read the reviews. We'll be bringing you our full review on that one. A couple B&H deals. This one is on a limited time. See, it's that same brand, GVM, 800 RGB LED studio lights, $250. They throw in 3 of the lights at $250. You could use one as maybe like a hair lights type of a situation. This, you could see why this is like a deal zone crazy type of deal. I actually think I might grab this, because if we look at the 2 lights, it's $215 with the 10% off on at the normal. 3 lights limited time is $250. RGB on all of those, so you could use 2 for lighting yourself normal in the front with just kind of your sort of standard white type of light, and then you could splash color on the back wall behind you. $250? Like, what are we talking about? Come on, Cyber Monday, smash like. And so here's the Joby GorillaPod 3K is on sale just for the day. 44, normally 80. Great deal. This is the, you know, kind of more plastic. 3K means it has 3 kilograms of payload, but the 5K is on sale for 90 bucks off, normally 190. So that's something to check out as well. And just to give you kind of my 2 cents on those, this is the older SLR zoom. It is essentially the 3K. A couple of our 3Ks are over at Omar's house. And so love this. If you got a lighter camera like the G7X or Sony RX100, if you've got a heavier camera, 90D on here, right? Or A7 III from Sony, this is the bigger guy, the 5K. I'm like saying how strong it is. I mean, it's still really freaking strong. I was holding one leg. And so how the stiffness, how strong it is to wrap it, build it, you know, set it up on a table, get going. Plus it's a little bit taller. And so I think that if you're looking for a really sturdy, much larger, by the way, you know, it doesn't feel that much larger, but if you were here with me, you could see it just kind of more bulky. So if you're carrying that around a vlog, I mean, that's what like a lot of times Peter McKinnon or Casey would do. It's kind of outrageous, but you certainly could do it because you have extra strength with that guy. So that's one to check out. And then, you know, for you MacBook users, I love this hub because it utilizes both the newer MacBook Pro with the 2 USB-C kind of Thunderbolt connections. It uses both, and it doubles down on the speed. And so this is normally 90. I paid like 90 back when I got it. It's here for around 50 on B&H. So all of these deals are listed below if you want to check any of those out. And I hope that the video quality has been not terrible on you. But if you got some value out of this, can you hit like? And appreciate you being here. And then let me know below what kind of gear you're thinking about getting if you're going to pick up any of these deals that I recommended. And then finally, a couple questions about my live streaming setup are coming in. And so I'm actually using an MV51. I'm pretty sure that is the exact model. Let me open up the list. And here's my kit.co. This is linked below. And I'm using this Blackmagic capture card, a GH5 to stream, and it's the Shure MV51. But what I have on it now is a blue microphone pop filter that I just invested in, because you can kind of see it here right around the edges, and it's just been pretty awesome. You know, getting rid of those plosives. I've been listening to as much feedback as I can from you in the community, and it was definitely some plosives happening. So check that out. And if you want to learn more about this live streaming setup and watch a video on it, I'll actually link that up on the YouTube card if you want to watch the full video, and you can see all the various gear that I use there. And let me know if you're picking up any Black Friday deals. A question came in from B3TO. Is the M50 still good for 2020? I think absolutely. Canon Rumors had a rumor that the M50 was going to, the Mark II, might come up by September, but it was a very weak rumor they mentioned. I don't even know if we'll see a M50 Mark II in this next year. Maybe we will, but I think that we're at least a year out until we see one. And the M50 is one of Canon's best-selling cameras, if not their best-selling camera. Why? Because of the value proposition. It's easy to use, the form factor, the dual pixel autofocus. People just love it. And so for creating YouTube content, it's why it's still one of my top recommendation. For a GoPro under 150, you might want to try a brand that's not GoPro, is one of the questions that just came in. And I think the Yi 4K, type that in. If you type in Think Media Yi, that's YI 4K. We have a bunch of videos on those. Love those. Oh, you're saying GoPros are. Yeah, maybe like some of the newer versions, or I mean the older versions, right? Hero 1, 2, or 3 or something. I also have seen some deals on the 8, which I think could be a compelling vlogging camera with the steady shot, whatever that's called. Harrison, congrats on the Mavic Pro deal. Love the Mavic Pro 2. Super great deal. Someone's mentioning that that's down to $1,400. That's crazy. I paid more than that for mine. And so check out a list of everything in the description that we mentioned. If you're just getting here, there's some limited time deals that you're going to want to check out. Smash like if you got value out of this video. And then definitely check out, if you're curious, what's the best camera for YouTube this year. The one change I would put to it is I still am loving the M50. And then we recommend the A6400 if you want to be doing 4K and have some more advanced features. I think now the 6100 that's cheaper is more on the same level as the M50 if you wanted 4K and some other things. So that one's interesting. And then of course the 6600 to get the IBIS as well, but now the price is going up and up and up and up. I think that deal we saw on the Canon M50 on Canon's website, refurbished, for $470 is crazy. So again, I'll summarize that in the description below. And the next video you should watch is